Everyone knows what top secret means. I've had a top secret clearance. It's big red flashing letters, top secret. You know when you're looking at something that's top secret or dealing with it.
When I'm president of the United States, neither she nor any of these other people are going to be above the law, whether it's her or any of these other folks. People are going to be held accountable if they broke the laws of this country. This president obviously is willing to protect his political cronies, but we're going to hold people accountable.
No, the double standard is incredible. Imagine if it was, I don't know, Donald Trump, what the media would be doing to him right now, eviscerating him. Or imagine if it was a member of the military, which we've seen from General Cartwright and General Petraeus. They still go after these guys for a tiny, tiny fraction of what she willfully did and betrayed her country in doing so, supposedly for convenience. And it turns out foreign services want to know what our Secretary of State thinks. And in this instance, they did whatever they could to break an unsecure server in her basement. It tells you everything you need to know. Who knows what they heard and what they have, and the kind of leverage that gives in negotiations or conversations when you know what our hand is and you can anticipate it or get in front of it, or you know our sources and methods.
I'm not surprised that a military guy like yourself is fired up, because it's people like you who pay the price for this kind of
That's exactly right.
Extraordinary stuff.
Well. What say you, sir? Just in case you all don't know, they were talking about the Hillary Clinton emails. And see, before you go there and people say, well, they did this. What about what Hillary did? What about it? We talking about right now. I don't give a damn. She should have been held accountable. But what's it got to do with right now? What's that got to do with right now? I'd be interested to know how you justify what's not good for the goose is good for the gander. I'd be interested to know this. And before you go there and say, see, that's the problem with Democrats. Try again. It's not about Democrat or Republican. It's about national security. It's about accountability. That's what this is about. And you all lie. And you're like, are you going to believe me or your lying eyes? But I like the way she handled it. Let's take a look.
As a patriot, Scott, I find it really troubling because they ran on this whole idea of this pseudo-patriotism, this regressive masculine patriotism, yet everything they're doing runs against making America great.
Well,
it was never great, so I'm not going to say the again part, but making America great. You're trying to defend the indefensible. I absolutely feel that way. I absolutely feel that way. And I think if you had the history that my people had in this country, that you might have a modicum of understanding and respect for that. America was never great for me.
But I understand that you talk later about why the Democratic Party is so unpopular.
I'm not here to represent the Democrats. I'm here representing me, and I think it is a common understanding that America may have been great for you. It was not great for me. I think there are people who want her to fulfill that promise. But the point of this discussion right now is the national security of this country, which your party put at risk. I'm not a member of the Democratic Party. I'm not here to represent them. But for me as a journalist, I'm telling you, this was a huge problem. So instead of attacking Jeffrey Goldberg, what they could do is act like men and own this mistake, since they ran on this regressive masculinity campaign, act like men and say, you know what, we failed. But instead what you heard was this president yet again lie and say, oh, I don't know anything about it. Soon enough, it's going to be, I don't know this Hegseth guy that well. It's a consistent party of lies with this guy. And it's disturbing that there are so many people willing to defend this instead of saying, yes, this is a problem. They have not taken responsibility. They can set aside.
And that's what you would call waxing that ass. That's what you call, because see, that was the deflection or the misdirection. See, that's where the Democrats, and she said, ho. I don't represent the Democratic Party. I'm representing me. So in other words, try again. See, and then the other one, well, what do you mean not great? What I said. What I said. That's what she meant. What she said. But see, instead of you taking ownership, like you all want to try to always say, it's the diversion, the deflection. And let me point out one woman in general, one black woman specifically, against foe. Men in general, white men specifically. Who's next? See, it's about, again, calling it what it is. Democrat, Republican, if it's wrong, it's wrong. What we've just witnessed is wrong. And y'all ass kissers, brown nosers, so happy to be in the roomers that you'll sit there and make justification for the unjustifiable. And then want to claim righteous indignation when you called on it. Stop it. Just stop it. Try on the accountability that you want to try to project on everybody else. Try that. See, try that on. Try that on for size. Those are my thoughts. What are yours? Take that with you. Oh, and just so we're clear again, Mr. Hegseth, you're not qualified. You're not qualified. You got the position not because you're qualified, you got it because you're a white man. You got it because you're an ass kisser. You got it because you have no integrity. You're not qualified. And I am prior military, I am disgusted by what you have allowed to happen and what you have not taken responsibility for. And it's officers like you, individuals like you, sir, who've gotten people whose lives have been lost for being amoral. Check all the blocks, know all the people, have no morals, and you are the kind of person, the kind of service member that would have got lives lost on the battlefield because you will do whatever it is to make you look good. I said what I said. Those are my thoughts. What are yours? Take that with you.